Up next, we'll see Kyler Murray staring down a man he's faced many a time in practice. Patrick Peterson returns to the place he called home for 10 seasons. It's the Vikings and Cardinals, and it's next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
After the career that he's had in the NFL thus far, you get the sense that he was underrated coming out of college. Not just great intangibles, but the ability to make plays come alive, whether he's exiting the pocket or throwing from within the confines of it.
On play action, Cousins. To the left side here for Eifert. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. He put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Now a give to Madison. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And then nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook able to escape. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
I don't know. I would have to.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the handoff, it's Madison, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Cousins. Touchdown. It's complete. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
I'd have to really think, but that was the big one, honestly. That was the big one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Murray now on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, a screen to Bell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry for James Conner. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
On first down, it's Cook. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 110 yards in the score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
On second down, it's Cook again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, baby.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job.
Cliff Kingsbury saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Cliff Kingsbury correct there in the decision to challenge that one. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fights loose. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Murray now. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and this belongs to the Vikings. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, Gardner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up.
Welcome to the best day of the year.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Madison running on first down. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a first down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their 2nd all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Deandre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 81 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the 2nd round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A 1st down catch there for Smith.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Joseph's got it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Murray to air it out again. Deandre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on second down. Murray. And caught right side. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Murray now on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing now is Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Murray a give. This is counter. He stiff arms him. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On play action, Cousins. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. But he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And his pass incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Cousins will try and throw. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Minnesota's kick team ready and the Vikings booming away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now. He's got Green. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 2nd down and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray again. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
First down Cardinals after the catch there by Deandre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
Gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. One, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cards are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kenedowagu now out of his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Cousins on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Isaiah Simmons. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And down he'll go at the 25. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A first down throw for Cousins. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hit.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chandler Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cardinal offense takes back over, and the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Murray. A screen to Bell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Murray. Now he's forced out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Murray now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Cousins now. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give to Madison. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one into the hands of Burton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And now out comes Minnesota. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Cousins. And a pressure
pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Marcus Golden too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. To throw is Murray. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now Murray. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw, Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Murray to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Vikings, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle.